To say that things have picked up in the world of gaming the last few days would be an understatement. We are hitting crazy levels of insanity right now. And as I've talked about within the political world and a lot of the stuff going on with Hollywood, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better, especially in an election year where politicians and activists try to tie everything into Orange Man bad. It's going to get significantly worse. We have this article from The Hill that says, regulate toxic online video games the same as social media. That's right. And of course, this is being highlighted by the ADL. Of course it is, as digital social spaces, online games should be regulated to address hate and extremism. It's vital for Congress to examine extremist radicalizations in these spaces, and we are grateful for Representative Lori Trahan for leading this effort. An important piece to read. And if you look at the quote tweets, ADL is getting absolutely annihilated. Of course, they have replies turned off, and that's going to be a common theme that we're going to see in today's video is these activists and these liars spewing their nonsense and then protecting themselves from any criticism whatsoever. This is the beginning of craziness. Now, you all know about the Sweet Baby Inc. situation and the harassment campaign that they created for a Steam group curator that was Steam detected, where it basically was giving all of the games that Sweet Baby Inc. was working on, populated them in one place so that gaming fans, potential customers, could actually see like, hey, this is what the company Sweet Baby Inc. is all working on, because it's been proven that they are trying to ruin all video games with identity politics and social justice propaganda. These are the list of games they are working on. So the Sweet Baby Inc. employees started a harassment campaign to try and get that Steam group taken down. That did not work out very well in their favor, but the blowback to that decision has been monumental, to say the least, and it continues to get worse. Now they have yet another target. So this is Chris Kindred, who is the person that initially started the campaign against Cabrutus on the Steam detected group. And now Chris Kindred is going after none other than Asmongold. Asmongold, big-time streamer, big-time YouTuber, does a lot of reactions, been in the gaming world forever. And because he has been introduced here with Dragon's Dogma, now suddenly Chris Kindred has tried to start a harassment campaign. But now, of course, projecting as they always do. That's crazy. Isn't one of these people an active participant in a harassment campaign? Well, Chris Kindred got destroyed because Mutahar retweeted that tweet and said, "You?" with a question mark, showing all of the receipts of Chris Kindred trying to get the Steam group by Cabrutus taken down. And this is what started all of the nonsense with Sweet Baby Inc. And everyone in the gaming world started to dig and find out more information on who Sweet Baby Inc. was. Now, a lot of people had been talking about Sweet Baby Inc. I had a lot of people reach out to me about Sweet Baby Inc. before all of this took off. And I'm not a breaking news type of guy. I don't like to be the guy that breaks stories because it's such a slippery slope. So I try to see like what's going on in the world and try to figure out if there's actually some substance to this. And obviously the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff has completely taken off, and it's opened up so many eyes to a huge problem in the gaming world. And I'm very thankful for that. After Mutahar sends this tweet out, and of course the rest of the internet responds, guess what happens? Oh, of course, let's protect your tweets. Chris Kindred protecting tweets. This is a common theme that we are going to see, that we have been seeing from social justice activists. They love to throw stones. They love to throw accusations. They love to start things. But then as soon as people respond, they play the fake victim over and over and over again. They hate gamers. They despise you. They despise fans. They despise anyone they cannot control. They hate your guts. And it's not going to improve for them. It's only going to get worse because gamers are absolutely sick and tired of all of this. Now, Chris Kindred has a lot of receipts out there, a lot of receipts. Right here, this is Packer Girl who says, Sweet Baby Inc. narrative director Chris Kindred has once again returned to the spotlight. Look at this tweet right here. Gamers be normal challenge, impossible. Gamers get a personality challenge, unbeatable. Gamers find an identity outside of their consumption god level difficulty. They hate you. They hate gamers, and they work in the gaming industry. This is a huge problem, and I am so glad that it is being highlighted. Right here it says, when the Sweet Baby Inc. conspiracy started, notice they are still painting themselves as victims. This is back in like January. And it says, if SBI will release a statement on Twitter, on the Twitter back and forth, right here, I don't think it's going to happen, no offense, but I don't have time for media appearances and even less collective bandwidth to do this dance for bad faith actors. The CEO kind of said everything we needed to say in this article, so we didn't have to later. The crowd is still doxing, harassing, and threatening us, so we're not trying to make ourselves more vulnerable. Oh my goodness, the fake victims, the ones that started all of this by trying to get a Steam group taken down, are now playing the victims. Kindred in the third person to publicly threaten the industry. So yeah, this is a wild escalation. I knew someone would eventually tag in the prominent harassment account on here. Yeah, if the bigger figures in the industry stay quiet on this, then man. And so basically that's them trying to say, you better speak up. You better speak up. And of course, that's exactly what they want. They want you to speak up. You have to stand by them. Right here, Chris Kindred is still calling for harassment campaigns against Sweet Baby Inc. detected, using the usual hateful rhetoric we see from these self-victimization authoritarian types. These people are crazy, dude. And look, we've got more here, okay? People are calling Chris Kindred out like crazy. Then you have this person right here, Richie DeWitt. Now, Richie DeWitt has this tweet out. And if you read the whole tweet, the key is the bottom, all right? But let's read. I've been seeing more and more hateful Gamergate-esque opinions. I want to be clear on where I stand. I won't tolerate any harassment, violence, or threats towards devs, minorities, and women in our industry in any space that I own or have control over. I don't care about your opinions and won't go into discussions with you. I'm not interested in explaining to you how little you know of the workings of our industry, and I will report and block your account immediately. It's a very common theme with these elites that believe that they are better than anyone else. One thing that elites have very much in common is they hate the idea of independent creators. They hate the idea of YouTubers. They can't stand the idea of YouTubers because in their minds, YouTubers are beneath them. YouTubers are beneath them. They don't deserve to have a platform. And they look at themselves going, well, I went to school for this, or I trained for this, or I have a talent. And these low-rent YouTubers, these clickbaiters, these toxic man babies, they don't deserve a following. And they're really mad that YouTubers or content creators or Twitch streamers or whoever have bigger followings than them and have a bigger impact on things than them. So they are constantly coping over that. The final thing here that's in red. And if by chance you happen to be working in this industry and you are voicing said opinions, I'll screenshot you and put you on a person list and advocate that you'll never work at a company I work for or associate with. That is a direct threat right there. And it's letting you know, fall in line, or you will be taken down and you will be blacklisted from the entire industry. That is a warning right there. Now, what's the end result once this actually starts getting shared around? You guessed it, locked Twitter account, protected tweets once again, of course, every single time. It never fails. It never will fail. They are continuing to show exactly who they are. And gamers are not scared of them. They're not scared of people like this Richie person or Chris Kindred who continue to throw these horrible, horrible accusations or threats out there. And then when the internet responds, they play the victim, they go into protected mode, and they pretend that all of these bad things are happening to them, the very things that they are guilty of. So it's not slowing down. It's only getting worse. Again, you have articles like this from The Hill. You have the ADL signal boosting it. And Wow, oh wow. And of course, going after Asmongold, who, again, the fact that they're trying to say that Asmongold's cool. I watch Asmongold a lot. I agree with him sometimes. I disagree with him sometimes. Do I think that sometimes he just misses the point? Of course. That's human nature to disagree with someone. But if they're going to try to paint him toxic, I mean, good Lord, man. It's just unbelievable. It really is. But this is the world we are in, and it's only going to get worse. So get ready, gamers, because we are in for a wild, wild ride for the next several months. It's election year, and all of this is just getting started. So get ready. And of course, if you have not, you can go over to geeksandgamers.com, our website, where we have, articles, we have opinions over there. We have a forum where you can go and you can jump in the forums and you can have whatever discussions you would like within those respective forums. You can talk about sports. You can talk about movies. You can talk about video games. You can talk about anime. You can talk about comics. You can talk about current events, politics. There's a meme section, pretty much whatever you want. So feel free to go over there. We are working to upgrade the site and update the site. So we'd love to have you over there. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.